Welcome back. We got an '08 Honda Element in here today that has a little oil leak somewhere from the back of the engine. So can't really see much from up top here, so let's take a peek from underneath. All right, here we see all of our leakage coming down. And the vtec solenoid is right up over there. And actually you could see, let me see if I can get the camera light on it, oil dripping from the bottom of it. I replaced that a few years ago. That gasket should be good. Also looks like you could have a leak potentially sometime from that oil pressure sender that's right above the oil filter. You could see oil on that. But before I unbolt that thing and check it, let me go up top and just double check something to make sure. It's a little difficult to get the camera in here. Let me see if I can show you what we're looking at. All right, there is the top of that solenoid, and it looks like there's oil on that. I got to unplug the terminal over there for the little pressure switch and double check that there's no oil inside that. I have a feeling that's where it's leaking. Push on that little terminal on here. There's a little button on the side. You got to unplug that and then peek inside. And as you can see, that's full of oil. That is where our leak is, from that pressure switch. So we could actually do this from right up top over here. We sprayed some degreaser down over there. We blew it off with some compressed air. There's a 10mm bolt that holds this little bracket in the way. So just get that out of the way so you can actually look down there and see it. There is the little pressure switch. We got a new pressure switch online, cheaper to buy it that way than from the dealer. And it's a 22mm socket to get that out. Really overkill for this. You got the old one out, you use the short extension. It ends up having the extension like sitting like right here. This was clearly leaking. Let's get the new one in and tighten it up. The new one screwed in finger tight. We got the extension sitting on it. The torque spec for this is like 7.2 foot-pounds. I don't have a gauge that does that. Most people don't anyway. So just make it snug. Don't overdo it. It doesn't need to be 200 foot-pounds. You could always tighten it up more if it's a little loose. So there we go. Right by my hand, that feels good. Off, plug in our switch. Which way is it going to go? It's clocked in differently, so your wire might not want to naturally go where it is. And yes, I did check it before that it plugged in, so I know it goes. There it goes. It's facing the opposite way. Listen for the click. There we go. Now we can start it up. If your leak is from the spool valve assembly itself, this is very common for this gasket to go bad. When you get a lot of miles in the car, it gets very brittle. It just dries up and cracks. And there's also a screen in there that filters out any junk from getting into the valve. So that could be plugged up. And there's also another screen, looks like this. That is right in the front under that little cover right over there. That's also common to, if you're having vtec problems, that screen gets plugged up too. That you have to remove the power steering and the tensioner. It's kind of involved. I did this one a while back because I had a problem with this car. Now, it's easy to change it from the top if you wanted to. There are 3 bolts that hold that whole spool valve assembly on over there. You could buy a new valve assembly like I did on this one. They're pretty inexpensive at this point. They're not as good as the ones from Honda, but they are very pricey. The bolts on that valve assembly are 10mm, and the torque spec is like 8.7 foot-pounds. I really just do it with a 1/4-inch ratchet and just make them nice and snug. Don't overdo it. And pretty simple, common repair to do on these cars. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.